Heyo, what's up? Welcome on back to Blueprints. Possibly, potentially, mayhaps, I don't know. My YouTube channel is dying and it's making me sad. It's not dying, it's alright. It's just going into a bit of a slump, and that's because I'm also doing the same thing. Well, actually, I'm doing the opposite. Instead of, spending all my time obsessing over fake numbers that don't give me enough money to survive, I instead am, swimming in my pool, exercising more, taking care of my house, like a lot of yard work lately. And like, it's pretty fun. It's pretty satisfying. Like I enjoy doing it, but I don't know. It is just kind of funny that this is how it's worked out. And then it's like, even when I'm done with all that, like I finished doing all the work I need to do today, at least. Uh, and then I was like, oh man, I can't wait to do stuff. And then I didn't really do anything at all. I recorded a video for multiple videos for Baldur's Gate 3 that is for a series that I'll probably never release because it will do terribly and nobody clicks on my videos for me. Maybe you click on my live streams for me, but that's about it, I suspect. But yeah, anyway. I don't know. Don't mind me just feeling a little down. On the bright side though, on the plus upside of being like, you know, I don't know. It's like I'm not sad, but I'm in a state of unease, a state of unrest, which can be good sometimes because it can spur you on to do something good. Like sometimes, it's like I wouldn't say this as like a general rule, but sometimes it's good to have a motivating factor, of like, hey, if you don't do this and you don't do this well, you're gonna fail. You're gonna crash and burn, And crashing and burning is fun, man. If I'm gonna go out one way, I want to go out in a spectacular way, I want my corpse to be a damn spectacle, metaphorically. But yeah, anyway, I don't know. Oh, can I tell you about like the fun thing I did today? Oh yeah, because also I did pressure washing, which was pretty fun. I don't know. It's like the pressure washer we have is not as good as like say somebody with a professional one, or whatever the power washing simulator uh guys, characters, whatever they have. Certainly not as good as that, but it is a pressure washer. It's pretty fun to use. As I was doing that, I there's like two deck chairs that we have, and so I was taking like the padding of them off. And as I was doing that, I discovered not one, but two green little friends. And they were just like green frogs hanging out on the chair. And it was like, I don't know, it was kind of nice because if I can be real, this is actually like a running thing in my family, at least, for personally my aunt, my sister, and me, but I don't have it nearly as bad as they do. But like, I do have a little bit of a phobia of like smaller animals. Like, it's not like I see like a mouse or like even like a large insect. Like you give me a little fly, like I'm killing that thing, no problem. Now you put a cockroach in front of me, I'm gonna kill the thing, but I'm gonna grab like a big shoe to kill it. And if it flies in my face, I'm freaking out. Like I'm not gonna be okay with that. But like I would say frogs definitely like sit in that realm of like things that kind of inherently freak me out. Like lizards scare me. Like I know lizards didn't scare me, but it's like the fact that they're small and they're fast, it freaks me out. Like my brain just like goes, freak out about that. It's as soon as I see a lizard. And so frogs kind of occupy that same space for me. But like these frogs were so nice. They were just like chilling on the chair, and like I felt bad for bothering them. Like they were just hanging out on the chair. And actually, it was quite sad, but don't worry. This is fine. Happy ending. But I was like pressure washing. I kind of forgot about the frogs. But like it was nice because they literally just chilled. Like they barely moved, and I was just like, okay, you guys are chilling, I'm chilling. And then anyway, I get done like doing like the well, I got done doing the deck, and then the I don't know what you call it. What's like the just like grounds, I guess. You know, like there's a part of my backyard that's not yard. It's like, you know, like some of it is bricks, some of it might be. I don't think it's cement. Cement. I don't know what it is, but it's like just floor ground. That's not natural. And I was like, okay, let's move on to the chairs. And then I didn't even think about it, and I immediately like blasted one of the little frogs, and I was like, oh, I'm so sorry, buddy. But don't worry, they were fine because I don't know, like while doing it, I had like hit my shoes several times as I was pressure washing, and like it didn't do anything. At one point, I was just like, "Hey, it's a great time for me to wash off these shoes because like they're like my working shoes. Like I have like regular shoes that I'll go out in to like restaurants or uh, normal places of business that people go to because I'm a normal person. Uh, but yeah, but these were like outdoor shoes. Like yeah, every time I'm doing work outside, I'm using these shoes, and I just like at one point just started washing them off. So it's like it wasn't bad enough to hurt him. It probably just surprised him, but like I did feel really bad about it. But they just hopped over to the other chair and they were both just hanging out on there. So I made two green friends. I like frogs, man. Frogs are cute. They're adorable and nice and sweethearts. Uh, so yeah. Anyway, that's my fun little story. I don't know, man. Part of me wants to go root cellar, but I'm gonna go tool shed. See, it's like I don't know what I'm gonna get. It's like had I a shovel, would have gone root cellar, but it's like I rather have the potential to have a shovel rather than be like, wow, there's so many dig spots, but I don't have a shovel, so I can't do anything about it. But yeah, so I made two froggy friends, and they were nice and they were chill, and I liked them just hanging out. There's like a couple of chill frogs, man. I appreciated them. I don't know they appreciated me coming in messing up their business, but I hope they weren't too afraid. I don't know. I did feel bad because the one I blasted, like when I did start getting closer to him again, because I was still trying to spray down my chairs. Uh, he was like moving away, and I'm like, I'm so sorry, buddy. I didn't mean to hit you. I really forgot that you were there. But yeah, um, so yeah, I don't know. Positive story. Made friends with the frogs, and I don't know. I'm sure the next frog I'll see, I'll probably still jump when it like jumps at me, but I don't know. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll be like, oh, a cute little frog. Because they are really cute. Like, frogs are adorable. Ooh, the battery. Okay, okay. I think I just need a broken lever, and now I can get a super sledge. Or whatever it's called. A powered sledge? Billiard room me. I will say it is. I don't know. It's a little sad. I messed up my game, so I'm back to simple dartboard puzzles, and I love the complicated ones, man. Because it's like I don't know. Simple maps are fine. They're easy and good, but it's just like I don't know, man. God, of course I look the exact opposite direction for what I'm looking for. Um, 15, 14, 28, 7, 4. Key. But yeah, if you want me to talk about something more negative, God, I'm sick of the Last of Us discourse, man. I don't know. I like the Last of Us. I like it a lot, and I also think I like it in the right way. You know, like I think there are plenty of people who like The Last of Us for like the wrong reasons, you know? It's like if you love the first game but like don't like the second game, I don't know what to tell you, man. You're just wrong. You you almost misunderstand the story as much as the guy who made it. Oh man. Full offense to that guy. That guy's kind of an idiot. Like I don't know, like no offense, if you're an author you can have opinions about your work, but like to be so wrong about it is like insane, right? I don't know, like it's fine. It's like I guess it's like kind of your story and also all the other people that worked on it. But you know, hey, it go off, big man. Talk about how your hero is a murderer and just like this gruff antisocial freak. That guy's the hero. That guy's the good guy. It's because he's a dad. Oh. Oh, wait, this is intriguing. There's a pawn piece in this room. Huh. Wait, has that always been there? Huh. Makes me kind of curious. Yeah, does it change day to day? Did I somehow get lucky with my little solving of a particular puzzle that I did? I don't know. Interesting. Storeroom me. Dude, cash is king. I don't know if I ever upgraded the storeroom before, but like getting 10 extra gold going into those storerooms is like fantastic, man. All right, let's see what we got here. Missing anything? Nope. Love to see it. All right, keycard system. I don't know. We can just set it to like low, or maybe we can set it to high, and then change offline mode to unlocked. All right, there we go. I will say this game did Tetris effect to me at one point because like I think I was like going to sleep or something, or I was like doing something, and I was like dreaming about this game. Oh man. Ooh, the dark room. Yeah, why not? Let's go for that. Yeah. Step in, step out. But yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of a little sick of it because like I don't know, man. It's like we can go on and on about casting choices like all the live long day, but like are Abby's muscles really a part of her character? Like, can we be real? Because it's like, yeah, her muscles are there to define her as like literally like a powerhouse. Like she's able to just bash people. Like playing as Abby is so much fun. Like particularly that first section when you get into like the zombie encounter or like the infected encounter where it's like you're running through the snow and then there's zombies coming after you, and like the fact that you can just like punch a zombie and then like kick its head in is so great. Like it's so much fun, man. I don't know. I love I love Abby as a character, but I also love her like purely from like a gameplay perspective. Like she is like just so much fun to control. And like it's like yeah, her getting buff I guess is like tangentially related to her getting revenge on Joel, but like I would argue it is and it isn't, right? It's like yeah, she wasn't buff when she was like a teenager, like living at like the hospital with her dad. Like she was still young and she didn't like probably didn't have the want or the need, But then, like, you know, afterwards, like, she was like, yeah, I'm gonna get revenge on Joel, so maybe it's like that's part of the motivating factor. But also, it's like she's also like a soldier. Like, it's also just like a good thing for her to be buff. Like, it's probably just like it's probably like also something she does to like cope. It's like like working out is like a good thing. It's healthy for you, you know, in more ways than one. Like, I would say both mentally and physically, working out is good for you. And I know it's hard. I don't do it as much as I should. In fact, I don't do it at all. But like, it's like, I don't know. I kind of hate this idea that it's like a character is like immutable from their physical traits. Like, I don't know, that's something I was thinking about. Also, I never realized there were reflections in the floor. That's a shiny floor, man. Wow, I can't believe I've played this game for like, I don't know. Let's see, how many hours? You'll have to excuse this for a second. 35 hours? Holy Nikes, man. Damn. I almost swore. Good thing damn isn't a swear. Or so I tried to argue with my mom when I was a kid. What? Wait, what? A small data microchip? Looks like it might be able to be plugged in somewhere. What? Oh my god, how did I never know? Dude, that is crazy. That is wild. What? Oh my god. This game's full of surprises, man. That's awesome. Is there anything else I can smash? Can I smash you, buddy? What else can I smash? Let me smash him. But yeah, it's like, I don't know. I very much don't buy into that, right? Because it's like, I don't know, is Abby no longer Abby at the end of the game when she's like gaunt and like, you know, like, I don't want to say like barely alive, but like, yeah, she is like barely alive. Like, she is like, uh, what's a word for it other than gaunt? Like, when you look like really skinny or like underfed. What's the word for it, man? Where you're just like emaciated. Emaciated was the word I was looking for. If not that word, emaciated is like it fits what I'm going for. But it's like that's still her, right? Like just because she doesn't have the muscles anymore, it's like, whoa, is that Abby? She also has short hair now. I don't know. I don't have any like object permanence because I'm a baby. It's like, I don't know. I very much I don't buy into this idea or like this sort of thing of like, oh man, it's like it's like muscles were a key part of her character, and it's like, no, they weren't. Like, that was just like what she looked like. It was like, yeah, it made up like it was like it was like a part of her character, but it wasn't like important to her character. Am I crazy? Am I taking crazy pills? Like, I think it was just cool. Like, it was neat and it made sense for the game. And like, it doesn't make sense to be like, hey, we got this really good actor, like, we really like her in this role, we think she'll do great. Hey, woman in the real world, can you get buff? Can you get like extremely buff? Could you start taking steroids for this job that you're doing? Oh, come on now, come on. I mean, it's like it wouldn't have to take steroids, but it's like she would have to have enough time in order to do that. And I just don't think it works out that way. And plus, it's like, I don't know, man. It's like actors can get super buff if they want to, but it's like, I don't think they should have to, right? It's like, I think you should be able to be like, yeah, I don't want to spend like literally like days of my life working out, eating right, and like doing all this stuff that I don't want to do just so I can like play pretend for losers. Like, no disrespect intended, but you gotta wake up and look in the mirror, man. All right, hold on here. I'm gonna like, aw, come on. I was watching that TikTok. So watching that video, man. There was like, I don't know. There was some person on uh I'm just I don't know. It's like it's like I get it. It's like if you did want to see like an actual buff woman, like yeah, I get it. It's a bit disappointing, but also it's just like I feel like it's probably like much rarer to find extremely buff person for your character. And it's like plus on top of that you have to be a good actor, you know? It's like I feel like that's like a rare combination. Not impossible. Like I'm sure there exists a really buff actor, but it's just like I don't know, man. I'm not super crazy about like it's like I don't know. I think it is and it isn't, right? You know? Again, I'm very much not of the idea that like your physical characteristics have to like define you, right? It's like if you want to be skinny, be skinny. If you want to be like bigger, be bigger. Like there's like a plenty number of things that you can do in this life and plenty of different ways you can live your life. And like no matter what you do, someone is always judging you for it. And it's like I don't think that's the case. Like I think a lot of these people have like somewhat of a valid criticism or critique or even like complaint of just like, man, I wish they got a buff actress. Like yeah, you can say that. I think that's fine. But I don't know. It's just like cuz it's like if anyone like ever commented on Abby being buff, like I feel like that would make more sense. Like if she faced discrimination or like people made fun of her for being buff or like she brought it up in a way that was like significant to her character, you know? Where it's like I don't know if like Owen or like one of her other friends had like a line to her of like, oh, are we just not gonna talk? Are you just gonna go to the gym and just like pump iron instead of talking about your feelings? Okay, fine. It like if there was like literally any mention of it ever made in the story, I'd be like, yes, it is integral. It is integral to her character. But nobody ever brings it up. It's just a fact of the matter. She is buff. And to pretend like, oh, well, she has to be buff to kill Joel. No, she doesn't. What are you talking about? People kill people all the time, and they are like, not always buff. Fun fact. Fuck you, TikTok. You're going. Yeah, I'm gonna fucking delete you again. You pull this shit to me, man. Hmm. Yeah, I also will say it is pretty dumb that uh that some people are like, man, when The Last of Us came out, people were complaining about Abby being buff, and now people are complaining about Abby not being buff. They're two different people. The people who are mad about Abby being buff in the game are not the same people who are like, yeah, I wish they made her buff in the show. They're not the same people, you moron. Like, have some discernment for Christ's sakes. Be able to use your brain, you know? Because again, it's like you might disagree with me. You might disagree with what I'm saying, and you might go, yes, her being buff is an integral part of her character. It's super important to the story. The fact that they don't have a buff actress means the entire show is ruined, and now I don't want to watch it. Fine. I don't care. Don't watch a TV show, bro. It's fine. Or sis, whatever. I say bro because I'm a man. Sorry. but it's like, it's like, what do you want, man? What do you want? It's an adaptation. It's not going to be the exact same, man. And I like that it's different. All right. My favorite episode of the first season, which I only watched like the first 5 episodes of, so I got like halfway through it, was the episode with Bill and Frank, where you just get this like little self-contained story of Bill and Frank, and it's like vastly different than the video game version of it. And it's like, I loved it, man. It was great. It was my favorite episode. Like when I go back to rewatch, or if not rewatch, but like to finish up the first season so I can watch the second season and, you know, actually give an opinion about the show. All right, no offense, but it's like, and instead of an opinion about like a casting choice, it's like, I don't know, man. I want to see the actors act. If an actor is acting good, I'm never gonna be mad about it. You know, it's like I'm never gonna be like, oh well, they should have done this. It's just like, yeah, they should have. They didn't. Well, welcome to reality, jackass. I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know. Again, it's like, I get it. I do get it. All right, I'm on your side. I do think they should have casted a buff Abby, but also, do I think we have to keep talking about it? No. I think at some point you just gotta accept the fact Abby's not buff in the show, and you just gotta move on from it. Because it's like, again, also, if you want to sit here and you want to be like, because like the thing you saw when Abby wasn't buff, the same TikTok comment you saw by teenagers and people with the mentality of a teenager was, Joel, get up, Joel, effing get up, and then Joel, okay. Yeah, man. Yeah, in fact, actually, give a child a gun and let the child shoot me, because they're not a big, strong adult, so they can't hurt me with a gun. That's physics, bro. That's reality, bro. Okay? It's like, whoa, I'm sorry. You expect an average woman, a perfectly normal-looking woman, to come out here and physically harm me? Physically harm a man, an old man? Dude, that's impossible. Dude, that's like fantasy, bro. That's oh man. God, I hate the internet. God, I love it, but I do hate it. I do hate it with such a passion, man. Because it's like, again, I would be fine if some of these people had like it's like I don't know. I don't know. My thing, my conceit is that I think it's fine, but I do also think you're being like a little insane about it. Just like a little bit. Because it's like, yeah, was Abby buff in the video games? Yes. Does Ellie look different in the video games? Yes. Does Joel also look different? Yes. Like, all these things are true and more. Like, I don't know, man. It's like me, I'm more so like, you know, it's like I'm excited to see Abby. I don't know if the, you know, Caitlin Denver, I think is her name. My bad if I'm mispronouncing it. But like, I just don't know if she's gonna do the role justice as Laura Bailey did, because I love Laura Bailey, and Laura Bailey is acting in The Last of Us. She is just awesome, man. Like, she's so great, I kind of forget a lot of the time. It's like, oh yeah, that's Laura Bailey. That's like one of my favorite actors. And there's a reason why she's one of my favorite actors, you know? It's because she's really good at it. And I don't know, man. It's like it's like, I don't know. It's like, I think it's fine. I think it is interesting to talk about, but also it's like, you know, it's not. I don't find it to be a particularly, you know, real brain teaser or anything. Okay. Now that's good. That's great for me. Now, yeah, real question. Let's go back to the pool and let's see what's cool in the pool. Ho ho. But yeah, it's like I don't know. I'm really curious to see. Like I'm more so curious about like the actual like how the show is going to adapt like various aspects of the TV show. Because also I think it's like yeah, I think it's fine to judge like uh a TV episode entirely on its own, but it's like you got to see like the full thing, man. If you're like I don't know, it's like say for example if you're like if you watch like one episode of Severance and you're like, oh man, what a great show, or oh man, what a terribly boring show when nothing happens. Like, I don't know, man. I think you're missing out on it. You know, you can't just watch one episode, even though some episodes are fantastic. Like take Mr. Robot. I think maybe one of my favorite TV shows ever. Uh, and certainly one of the best. I would say arguably the best still. I think it beats Severance. Like, and that's saying a lot, man, because I love Severance. But Mr. Robot, I think it takes it, man. It takes it any day of the damn week. But like Mr. Robot is amazing, but it's like if you only watch like a couple episodes of Mr. Robot and you're like, oh yeah, it's just a hacker thing. Oh, who cares? Like you no, watch the whole show before you make a judgment on it. At least finish the season, for Christ's sakes. As like one episode of the TV show is out, okay? It's just like I don't know, man. I don't know. I gotta stop going on TikTok. That's my real problem. That's the real issue. Because again, it's like TikTok. I don't like TikTok because it makes me have opinions on things that I don't want to have opinions on, right? Where it's like, it's like, I don't know, I was kind of joking about this at some point when I was talking like specifically in terms of like of like talking about like AAVE, which yeah, I like obviously that is a real thing and people do have like genuine complaints about it. But then it's like it's like yeah, I can't believe people are saying all this stuff like this example or this example like crash out or I don't know. I'll be honest, my brain's fried, so it's hard for me to come up with it. Uh, it's not that I don't know it; it's that my brain is too stupid to pull it. Um, but yeah, it's like various things. I'm not gonna sit here and embarrass myself. But then, like included in that is like PMO, and I'm like, listen, I'm not gonna argue with you about it, but it's like, is that is that AAPE? I get I'm not going to argue about it. If you say, yes, it is, shut up. Okay, you got me. I'm not going to argue with you about it. But it's like, is that? I think that's just a phrase. Don't kill me. Metaphorically. But yeah. And it's like, here's the thing. I shouldn't have that opinion. It shouldn't matter. You know? It should not matter coming from me, and I shouldn't express it. You know, that is on me. That's on me for expressing that opinion. Not even opinion, just more a question of like, is it? I mean, I'm not gonna disagree. Like, it cool. That's AAVE, you know, but it's like generally used by most people, so I think most people are fine with it. You know. It's like I will say that's always like a funny thing when somebody talks about you know the misappropriation of African American English vernacular. It's fun to say it out loud. Rolls off the tongue. It does. But yeah, it's like it's always funny because it's like yeah, and people always use it wrong, which is like I think funny and also telling of like yeah, I'm surprised you don't like extrapolate further from that. Like I saw one TikTok that was like I was like, yeah, and whenever you use it like a child who just learned a new swear word, and I'm like, and are maybe the majority of people using this misappropriately? Are they maybe are I'm gonna throw it out here. Maybe, just maybe, the reason why they're so freely using it and so misappropriately using it is because they're dumb children and teenagers. Oh, yeah, you're not ready for that hot take, are you? Not ready for this amazing revelation that I've just had. But it's like, I don't know. I don't think you should necessarily cut teenagers slack, but also I think yeah, they're probably gonna grow up and realize, oh man, that was really cringe when I did that. It's like when I started saying lit ironically when I was a teenager, and then it transitioned to me using it unironically, and then I just stopped using it altogether. And it's like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. That was a dumb thing I did as a teenager, right? It's like, I don't know, maybe throw me in jail for it. Listen, we're all about reformative justice until people use words wrong. But also, I know that, most people don't really care. Like, most people are just like, yeah, it's cringe and bad. You shouldn't do it. But it's like, who cares, And but also, I think people who are genuinely upset about it are, like, completely valid for being upset about it. It's just, I don't know. It's like, sometimes when you just see something a lot, you're just like, yeah, I get it. I understand. But also, simultaneously, sometimes I'm just like, I'm like, for that, I think that's like a much more nuanced topic, and not something that I'm so easily, I would so easily dismiss. But like the not buff Abby thing, I'm very much just like, we're gonna die. We're gonna die. We're all dying. We're all actively dying right now, and this is what we're really concerned about. It's like, yeah, I don't know, man. We can talk about The Last of Us, but like, I don't know if some of y'all are ready for the conversations that are to be had around The Last of Us. It's like, is The Last of Us Zionist propaganda? I don't know. If it is, I think it's really bad because it is not pro-Zionist. Even if the creator may or may not be, he definitely seems a little both sidesy, kind of a little bit, which is like, I will say it's better than the alternative, but Ooh, a key, fun. But yeah, it's like, I don't know. I do find it to be really interesting, especially with like how it's portrayed in the game, and like I wonder if it's going to be any different in like the actual show. It's like what will change? Like, is it going to be exactly the same? Is like Fedra still going to be like this allegory for like Britain? Because that's like sort of the idea, but it's like they're downright evil, and then the WLF are like a allegory for the IDF, but they're also like evil and for no reason at all other than like blind revenge and wanting to steal land from people that are living there. They're like waging a war that is getting so many people killed. Like, I'm sorry, they're supposed to be the good guys? I'm supposed to be like, yeah, actually, I think I'm gonna change my politics. I think, yeah, actually, I think we should send more money to Israel, It's just like, I don't think they have enough, It's like, I want them to bomb more children. Hey, there might be a terrorist somewhere among those children, so, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, or so says the government that's murdering people. Man, thank God my country, the United States of America, thank God we've never done anything bad like that. We really got our hands clean. But yeah, it's like, I don't know. I think you can acknowledge like some of the ideas of it, and then it's like you can talk about how the Seraphites are like, you know, an allegory for Palestinians, and it's like it's a bad allegory, yes, but also I don't think it's one that's like particularly negative. You know, it's like I don't know what the ratio is, but I feel like you spend just as much time, if not more so time, fighting the WLF as like you do the Seraphites. And it's like the Seraphites are kind of depicted as being brutal, but it's like, wouldn't you be if like a bunch of people came in, they killed like your leader and turned them into a martyr, and then they just kept fighting you and killing you? Wouldn't you like be like, yeah, hey, I'm gonna take your intestines out from your guts and I'm gonna hang you and I'm gonna leave you out as a warning of, hey, stop trying to kill us. But hey, both sides have done bad things, so, you know, really, what what can we do about it? I don't know, stop killing people? Just a suggestion, I don't know. But yeah, it's like, I don't know, I think it is, like, interesting to talk about, but it's like, I don't know, it's weird. It's like, I do kind of have a different interpretation of it. It's just like, yeah, there's only like 2 good Seraphites. And it's like, no, there's not. There's plenty of good Seraphites. But it's like, I think the Seraphites represent like a critique of like religion. Of like particularly, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like zealot, like very like rigid and like set in your ways religion, because it's like, I don't know if it's like particularly confirmed, but it's like it's like the Seraphites are like Christian, if anything. Like they come across as like pretty Christian, you know, for the most part. And it's like, I think it is like a critique of that, but then like the WLF is like a critique of like, they don't have religion, but they do have like this cult of death. Like I don't know, like in the beginning of the game, is it supposed to be cool when everybody is like, you know, it's like, may your journey be long and may your death be swift. It's like, it's like they're a part of a death cult. Like they're all just like, hey, yeah, let's go die. It's like, you guys should stop doing that. You should go home. I don't know why we're so gung-ho for death, man. It's not good. This might be a controversial take in this day and age, but death is actually a bad thing, fun fact. I know, you never would have guessed it. Thank God I'm here to tell you. But yeah, so it's like, I don't know, I think the game serves as like a really interesting critique, but then it's like, oh, hey, it's inspired by these things, so ergo it must be in support of them. And it's like, I don't think it is, and if it is meant to be, I think it's really bad at doing so. So again, that's why I'm really curious to see if the show does take it in a different direction, because like, I want to see how it compares and contrasts, you know? Because it's like, I think that's also like an interesting idea within like the game itself, of like Abby kind of realizes that it's like, oh hey, both groups are kind of bad and evil, like like the guy who's running the WLF is like just torturing people. Like you go to find him and talk to him, and he's like, he literally comes from like torturing a nude man, and then he gives like the guy on watch, he's like, hey, make sure he doesn't get any sleep. He just hands him a knife and is like, make sure this guy doesn't sleep. Stab him every time he tries to go to sleep. And then you go upstairs, and then he's just like, hey, Abby, Owen, I need you guys. Wait, no, it's not Abby and Owen. It's Abby and Manny. Abby, Manny, I need you guys to kill people for me, alright? You guys are really good at killing people, and I need you to kill these people, alright? We have to kill them. And it's like they're even like a little unsure about it. They're like, well, yeah, we can kill people, but do you mind if we go find? Oh no, you're not allowed to leave. We're going to go kill people. We're gonna mount an assault at some point. And it's just like, it's ridiculous just how violent and extreme they are for like no reason. Like, it's not even like pretending to be justified. At one point, like Mel and Abby are talking, and like Abby mentions about the Seraphites, like, well, yeah, they broke the peace, they attacked our soldiers, and then Mel is like, no, they were kids throwing rocks, and then our guys, the soldiers shot those kids, and it's like, I'm sorry, this is supposed to be propaganda for that side, for the side that shoots children who throw rocks. Yeah, real good job. So, I don't know. Again, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm bad at like interpreting things, but like that's all. I spend all my time doing that because I love interpreting things. It's really interesting, especially interesting hearing other people's perspectives, seeing how someone can like see, read, watch, play the same thing that you play, and how differently they interpret it, what they take out of it, what they choose to focus on, and what you focus on, you know? It's like really interesting. It leads to a lot of like fascinating conversations. I don't want to get furnace, but I also don't want to like do any of these. I guess courtyard. You got anything for me, courtyard? Nothing? Well, I do have a shovel, but really, you got nothing for me, courtyard? You have something somewhere. Wow, a singular coin is what you have for me. Oh, hey, more coins. Oh man, this is a lot of coins. Man, I should get like all of the coins, and then I should make it so that I'm the only one who's able to make the stuff that gets me more coins, and then no one else is able to get as many coins as I could. Yes, this seems like a great economic system to create. What could go wrong? I love money, and I love denying people basic rights. Like, hey, listen, I know you can't afford food or whatever, but have you tried working harder? Have you tried, like, literally being me? Because that's the only way you could be as rich as me, buddy. And I didn't even have to do anything. I just had to be me and get lucky. And come up with a genius idea that no one else could ever come up with, which is selling things online. But I didn't even come up with that. I originally sold books like an idiot. Because that really worked out, because everybody's reading books nowadays. Ooh, locker room. Yeah, locker my room, man. Ooh. Ah. Man, you hurt me a lot, game. I don't talk about this, but you hurt me a lot. Like every time I get the vault, it's always a bad time. Like I've never gotten the vault at like a good time where I'm like, oh wow, what a great time for me to get the vault. It's like, no, it's always bad. I still have no idea what the pictures mean. Like the game really is like, hey, look out for these pictures. There's something with the pictures, and I'm like, I have no clue, man. And I'm doing my best to try and pay attention, but I just really have no clue what it is. Now I could do this, so it would leave me with 4 coins and about like 15 keys. I can kind of see how that could be helpful. I don't know, I almost kind of want to do this. 'Cause, 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 'C Is it a good idea? Is it a smart idea? No, but when I get the vault, I can make it. I will make it. Okay, I was about to say, don't give me the vault here because I actually need to be able to make progress. What is with you and the furnace, man? I don't want the furnace. Stop trying to give me the furnace. What is with you and this furnace, man? Just constantly like, hey man, have you thought about, I don't know, getting a furnace? No. I didn't think about it. I don't want to think about it. Stop asking me. I don't know, I guess if all three of those do that. And then I am running low on steps, so getting a bedroom might be fantastic. And you know, boudoir is great, but I was thinking nursery. Now what's sitting around here? But yeah, I don't know, it's like I think interpretation is really fun and it's really interesting. Especially when you do end up like disagreeing with a creator of something. The gems are in a box with a statement. Yes, that's true. The gems are in the black box. Huh. Yeah, hold on. Thinking about it. You could be false. And then... So yeah, if you're false, then you have to be false. And then you can't be true or false because you're nothing. So yeah, you have to be true. And then you have to be false. Ergo, the gems are in here. Look at me. I can use my brain. Sometimes. Alright, man. Alright. I should have taken the boudoir. I should have taken it. Oh, and you give me an upgrade disc on sale, too. You're cruel. You're cruel to me, Sinclair. You old man. Call it a day. I don't even want to play anymore. You know something I think to be kind of crazy? Like, when I was talking about, like, my fun little experience finding, like, two green little frogs outside in my house earlier, and kind of, like, making friends with them. And I didn't really, like, make friends with them, but it's like, we were chill with each other, which is, like, exact kind of relationship I want to have with a frog. I want to be chill with the frog, and I want the frog to be chill with me. And that's how it's gotta be. Uh, but yeah, like with that or along those lines, yeah, it's like I had like 0 viewers during that. But meanwhile, when I got into like, I don't even want to call it controversial because it's like I don't think it's controversial, but like, uh, it's like it's controversial on the face of it, like talking about The Last of Us Part Two, like particularly the Last of Us discourse is like I had like 3 people watching me. How's that fair? I thought I was saying that to 0 viewers, which is fine. I'd say it in front of 100 people. If I don't believe in something, then I'm not gonna say it. But it is like, I don't know, it's just a little unexpected for me. I was like, oh man, of course that nets me a bunch of viewers. Cause I don't know, I definitely did have an idea for it making a video talking about that. Because again, it's like I don't know. I'm really curious to see if like people think I'm wrong. Yeah, I'm so curious about this microchip. Huh? Should I try the Fallout shelter with a microchip? I don't know. But it's like if the Last of Us is propaganda, it's like really bad propaganda. Like I don't know. I think I would like hire somebody who's like actually good at doing the propaganda. If I were like trying to make propaganda. Like I think if you want to argue that it comes from like a flawed perspective, I think that's definitely true. There's something to be said there. But it's like you're just like on the face of it, like oh yeah, it's propaganda for sure. Is it really? Like you can think that, but I'm a little surprised about it. Is all. Yeah, put the kitchen here. Hmm. Can I zoom in? No, I can't. What do you say? Today's main course: glazed salmon. Hmm. I'm wrong with a little glaze. But yeah, it's like, do I think The Last of Us is like the greatest thing ever made? No. Do I think it's a good game? Yeah. I don't know. I think it is a really interesting game, and like the fact that it's doing something that is like I don't know, it's something I tend to kind of always think about with games. Like particularly with the Last of Us is really funny because it's like counterpart is Uncharted, whereas like it's like in Uncharted, it's like, are you never uncomfortable with the fact that you're just like killing so many people? Because like I was actually thinking about this when I was playing the Tomb Raider series, the reboot ones, not the older classics, the 2013 or 2012 reboot of Tomb Raider, where it's like I was playing that game and I was like, man, it's just like it's so like it's so weirdly written and so weirdly made. Like it's so strange that like in gameplay, Lara Croft is just murdering people. Like you're running through with a shotgun, you got like fiery arrows that you're burning people to death with. You pull out a pistol, you start shooting people. Like you're just killing people. But like the moment Lara Croft is in a cutscene with a man in the original Tomb Raider game, the original reboot, like she just forgets how to do anything. She becomes worthless, and the man has to do all the shooting, and it's like it's ridiculous, man. And plus, it was like I don't know. I think if I were in Lara Croft's shoes, I don't know personally, but if you put me on an island where there's a bunch of people trying to kill me and there's also all this weird supernatural stuff going on and like I have to like fight and kill people for my survival, you can betcha I'm not keeping a cool head about it. I'm not gonna be like Nathan Drake quipping around. I'm probably gonna be like fluctuating between a state of psychosis and like a panic attack. I'm just gonna be in between those two states like constantly until eventually I'm too tired. I have to close my eyes and sleep, and then I'm probably gonna have a nightmare, wake up, go back to panicking, and then probably slip back into psychosis because oh hey, there's people here and I have to kill them now. And then I was like thinking about it, and I'm like, oh shit, that's The Last of Us Part 2. That's why I like that game so much. Is because it actually goes out of its way to be like, hey, here's like a realistic depiction of like somebody going into a place and having to kill a bunch of people. Like, you understandably get messed up from that, you know? And like, I think it is it is really interesting to kind of explore that idea. And it's like it's like people treat it like it's the most gauche thing ever. Like it's so absurd that like a video game asks you to do something and then expects you to feel bad about it, and all of a sudden it's like, whoa, you can't ask me to do that, you know? It's like when The Last of Us makes you kill a dog. You made me kill a dog. This is completely unforgivable. I can't believe you would force a player to do something and then you try to make me feel guilt about it. And it's like, buddy, you're the one feeling guilt about it. No one is forcing you to do anything, first of all. Second of all, it's like, you know, it's a masterpiece when Spec Ops: The Line does it, and it's like you can argue that they're executed in two different ways. Like, if you want to have like a genuine argument about it, or like a critique of it, I'm all for it. I would love to hear it. But it's like, you know, the fact that the game makes you do something wrong, and it's like the game's asking you to empathize not only with like the character you're playing as, but also like it wants you to reflect on what you're doing, to like acknowledge it. Like the fact that like the NPCs in The Last of Us act so realistically that they're human. The game is, it's kind of putting in your face like, hey, think about the fact that these people are human, you know? And it's like people like, I don't know why, like for some reason it's like The Last of Us doesn't get a pass. The Last of Us is like, you can't do that. But it's like when Metal Gear Solid does it, oh wow, what an interesting and thought-provoking game. When Spec Ops: The Line does it, when Hotline Miami does it, oh wow, what a cool game. Where it's like Hotline Miami is literally fun. It's an arcadey fucking just like psychedelic trip of a game where it's like you're listening to like the greatest techno music ever, and you're just like, you're so excited to get into a building and kill every single Russian mobster there, and then like, you know, have like a crazy combo where you kill one guy with like your bare hands, and then you pick up his gun, then you shoot his two buddies, and then you pick up like a knife from one of them, then you throw the knife at the other guy, and then like you pick up another gun, you fire it, you run out of ammo, you throw the gun at the last guy, and then you go up to him and you bash his head in, and the whole time you're having like a blast. It's just such a fun game, and anytime you die, anytime you mess up, oh, X button, there you are, doing it again right from the beginning, and you're getting into this rhythm, you're getting into this groove, and then you kill everyone. Music cuts out. You have to now walk through this place that you have just decimated, where there are all these bodies piled up, and it's like you're able to disconnect from it a lot more easier, a lot more easily than you are in like something like The Last of Us, where it's like you have to actually look at a person's face, a digital person's face, when they're dead, and you're not looking at like a bunch of pixels that don't really, like they register as a person, but you know they're not a person, you know? It's like, same thing with The Last of Us. It's like, if you're like, oh man, I feel so guilty playing this game, and that makes me feel bad, you know it's fake, right? You know it's not real. Like, you should feel more guilt when you kill somebody in a multiplayer game than you do for anybody you kill in any single player game. It's like, you can feel however you want to feel. It's your feelings, you know? But it's like, I find it absurd to feel feelings and then get mad at somebody for making you do that. Hey, I felt bad when I did that thing. You can't do that. Every movie I watch should coddle me like a baby. I shouldn't ever be challenged in my worldview, ideas, or sensibilities. What is this? Art? Nobody. This is a video game. It's supposed to be fun. I'm supposed to win every time, and I'm supposed to be the cool, hot guy that gets the girl. That's how it works. That's why I pay money for video games, and I'm the most boring person ever to talk to. All right, what else is in here? What am I hunting around for? 2 coins. Ooh, golly gee willikers! Can't wait to go spend this. I can't wait to go spend this and then get mad at the thing I spent it on. It's like, buddy, you made the poor financial decision. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. It's like a very similar thing with this game, where it's like, man, I played this game and the game just didn't let me win automatically, and it's like, yeah, it makes it less fun. Like you have a bit of frustration in a moment, but then you're able to either start up a new run, or if you truly are like, man, I can't believe it, I was so close, I almost won, oh, I can't believe it, like that's great. You know what you do when something like that hits you? I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm used to roguelikes. But it's like when you get hit with just a devastating loss where it's like, oh, I got to go all the way back to the beginning and I was so close. You put the video game down, buddy. You go talk to somebody. You go pet your cat. Go do something, you know? Do something that'll make you feel good and have positive feelings. Don't just be like, oh, man, well, now I've done something and it made me feel bad and now I can't reflect on that. I can't accept this feeling of frustration and realize, "Hey, maybe I should go do something else." You're telling me that I'm wasting my my precious time, my limited time on this earth playing video games and I don't even like it? Yeah, maybe you should think about doing something else. Oh wait, yeah, no. Definitely don't need that. So, oh yeah, I don't even need to get in that door, so no worries. Morning room or the bedroom. I don't know, I feel like you can never go wrong with security, but I feel it is a little wasted here, so I'm gonna go bedroom. Well, that makes sense. Yeah, I couldn't even gotten security, even if I wanted to. So, let's do chapel. And now let's run away, because my money, my precious coins, I can't give them up. I know, it is also funny too, because it's like, when I saw this game come out, I was like, 30 bucks? That's pretty pricey. Like 20 bucks, I would have been like, okay, fair deal. I can pay 20 bucks. But 30 bucks, I'm like, it's a little bit much. So instead of just buying the game, I was like, oh, hey, it's coming out on PlayStation Extra or whatever it's called. And I was like, well, cool. I'll just buy it from that. I'll just buy that, and then I'll get a bunch of other games that I can play, and I can get this game. And then I really enjoyed this game, so well worth it for me. I know, I will say the funniest thing is like man, I just feel like the game like wastes my time. You know? It's like every time I'm playing the game, it's like, hey, spend all this time doing this, and then you fail and you have to start over. Man, it's almost like it's a video game. It's almost like they were made to waste your time. But it's like, time enjoyed is time well spent. And it's like I think this game is great because it's a very good, I would argue it's like a fantastic podcast game. Like me, I'm a podcast enjoyer. I love me a podcast, you know? I love listening to something as I'm doing something else, whether it be walking, whether it be not talking, you can't quite do that. But, working on something or, pulling out weeds, doing whatever. It's always great to throw on the podcast and have something to think about. And it's like I don't know. I think it's also a good streaming game because it's like me. I'm pretty quiet when it comes to cutscenes. Like if I can think of something really funny, or if I'm just like in the mood for it, I might talk during a cutscene. But usually I just shut up. But it's like There are barely any cutscenes in this game, and you could totally talk over them if you want to. As like, I don't think anyone's going to get too mad at you about it. Statement on the white box is true. If true, then statements with the word white are always true. I mean, that could technically be true. The gems are in the white box. Well, now we're having a problem. Now this is an issue. So, if you're false, then you're false, and then you're true. Because it's like, you're just saying that, like, statements with the word white are always true. So, yeah, hold on. If you're true, yeah, okay, that works. But if you're false, if the gems are not in the white box, then you're false, and then you have to be true, which doesn't work, so. Gotta be this. Haha. Fun. Oh man, I gotta say, I love the fact that I don't actively see my viewers at any point. Like, I can always just like pull it up and check if I want to, but it's just like, I don't know, it's really fun when I go on like a big long tangent or something and I'm just talking and it's like, wow, I got all the people watching, and then I like actually start playing the game and it's like, oh, back down to 0 viewers. And honestly, that almost makes me feel good because it's like, oh man, people are here to listen to the insane stuff I have to say. That's awesome. That's what I want, man. Because it's like, obviously, I want people to watch my stuff because they want to watch my stuff. It's like, that's why I do Hades videos in the first place. Is that like, it was like an easy thing for me to do, and it was just like, I don't know, it was something I like thought about at one point when I was playing Hades. It was just like, oh hey, it's actually really easy to record this and edit this into like a video, and like it's fun because it's like sometimes I like watching my own Hades videos. Like sometimes when I'll get like a comment on something where I'm like, oh that's a good comment, and like I click on the comment and it sends me to the video. Sometimes I'll just watch the video and I'm like, man, what a good game. Part of me says spare green room. Part of me knows in my heart of hearts that the spare green room is going to lead me right. Hmm. Okay. So yeah, it really was just a coincidence when I got like 2 days in a row with the watering can in the spare green room. All right, let's see what you got. Hmm. Yeah, you know what? Passageway. And now I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna go explore the other rooms. But yeah, honestly though, anything and everything I'm saying probably has already been said and said funnier by Northern Lion. But it's like I do really love his bit where he's like talking about people like backseating him or like getting mad at how he's like playing a game, and it's like, buddy, you're getting mad at me for how I'm playing with my toy. And I don't know why you care so much. If you care so much about how a toy is played with, go play with the toys by yourself. And it gets me so good every time because he's right. Why are you so upset with how a grown man is playing with his toy? All right. 30 minus 21 is 9, I believe. I just don't know where the 9 is. My brain's looking, my eyes are scanning. 15, 1, 12. Oh, this is a tough one, man. 20 times 20 divided by 20. I just don't know. Yeah, I forget. Do I have a dark room in the house? No, I don't. I could have, I think. That or is another red room. Hmm. Yeah, you know what? Take me to the chapel. Oh! I completely forgot that I had shelter. That's so funny. Well, now I don't want that coat check, though. Ah, check my coat, man. Yeah, I'm really curious what the deal with the microchip is. I think you can go ahead and check the sledgehammer for me. Okay. Yawn. Ooh, shovel. Hmm. Yeah, I'll be honest. I've said this before, and I'll probably say it again. But like, fandom like still baffles me. It's like it's so weird to me that it's like I don't know. It's really common to like get super into uh a piece of like media that it like I don't know. It's like that's always like a thing that like I think is more of a joke than it is, right? Which is like watching like a piece of media and being like, "Oh, this is my whole personality." It's like my whole personality might turn into, "Oh, hey, I really enjoy this thing. I think it's super great." But it's like I'm never like I don't know. I feel like I never go quite that overboard with it. Yeah, you know what? Spin cycle me. That's nice to keep because it's like I just need but one coin, one simple little coin, and I'll be able to go where I please, do what I like, be who I want to be. Now, as long as I get like one room that's not a dead end, I'm good. Hmm. Well, special key me. But by the way, I have a question for people out there. Do you ever find it funny whenever you see like a YouTuber you like post a new video, and then you just see them like constantly like changing the title and thumbnail? Like I don't know, I always think that it's like super funny because it's just like I don't know. It's like I don't want to say it reeks of desperation because it does, so it's mean to make that observation. But it is this sort of like absurd thing of like I don't know. I think that would be like a really funny idea. And like I'm sure people have already done this, but just like getting like more and more manic with like your titles and thumbnails. Just like you go from like a normal thumbnail and title to just like you have to watch this, please. You have to watch this. Oh my god. If you don't watch this, the universe is gonna explode. You need to watch my YouTube video. Oh man. Mail's here. I got one rule. No banging the mailman. I don't think that's gonna be a problem. You haven't seen him. Mail's here. Whoa. Alright. Man, I will say, I do gotta get some more letters in here. I had one good run with the laboratory. I didn't think about how that was gonna end my run. I didn't think about that. I thought I had more options. I got so excited by mail that I was like, oh, well, you gotta go mail room. And I was like, oh, wait, I can't go any other room now. uh, oh, man. Also, it's like, hey, listen, it's all fun and games laughing at other people's failures, but when you have to laugh at your own, oh, all of a sudden, Mr. Big Masculine Man isn't able to do that, huh? Alright, is that real? Do I have 0 viewers right now? Because can I also be kind of real about something? I don't know. Like sometimes I'll see like clips from shows on the Tic Tacs, and like I don't know. I'll watch them because it's just like I like watching TV shows, and it's like I don't know. I think it is somewhat interesting to pull a scene out with like no context, and to kind of like see how people react to it and like how it goes. And it's like, how well does the scene stand on its own? You know? As like, I think that is an interesting thing because it's like, obviously, if you pull just like the ending of a movie and you just like show somebody like just like, hey, here's like 5 different endings to movies, is like, some of them might be like really good, even with 0 context of what's happening. You might still really enjoy it, but it's like you're not going to get the full impact of it, and that's not how you should be like watching the movie. Uh, but it's like I do think it's also like a kind of interesting thing of like, is this scene good in a vacuum? Like, will somebody watch this scene and be like, wow, that's really good. I want to watch the rest of this show. It's like I don't know. I think it's like something interesting to kind of think about. But anyway, that's all to say that I've been seeing been seeing clips like that for Blue Eye Samurai, which like I've heard good things about. Also heard again problematic because of the creators going blah blah blah, and yeah blah, blah, blah. I'm acting dismissive. I don't mean to be. I'm not genuinely trying to be, but it's like it's like, yes, I do kind of get it. Uh, the critiques and criticisms there in that regard. But do you mind if I say that, like, I did see a scene from it, and, like, I don't know if this is the case, but, like, I feel like it's like, I don't know. Yeah, I think these, like, it's like women who are, like, courtesans, let's say, as a polite term for it, but, they're, paid to satisfy men, particularly. And, it's like, I don't know, it's really, I don't know, I always get sad when I see stuff like that, you know? Because it's like it's always sad. It's like, I don't know. It's very rare that there's somebody who's like, "Yeah, I love this profession and there's nothing wrong with it," you know? It's like I'm sure that does exist, but it's like usually somebody who doesn't want to be there. Like for example, like one of the gals was talking about like her husband or like a man she wants to be her husband or something, and like she had to like do this job, and it's just like I don't know, it makes me sad because it's like it's sad for like a multitude of reasons, right? It's sad on the face of it, but then it's like sad that it's like you take this thing that's like pretty awful in a lot of ways and you kind of like you don't glorify it necessarily, but you like depict it for like entertainment. And it's like, isn't that even like e- that's like that's like it's sick on like another level, you know? Mail's here. Wow. I could have used this yesterday. Laboratory or storeroom. Nah, laboratory, man. Because you never know what laboratory is going to give you. It might give you something amazing, might give you something terrible. Hmm. Yeah, let's go bedroom meta. But yeah, it's just like I always find it sad, and it's never something that I like to see. It always just makes me sad. As like I don't know, is that like I don't want to say that's like I don't want to ask if that's like a bad thing, but is that an okay thing for me to feel? Am I allowed to feel that way about it? Because like every time it does make me sad. Like no matter what, I'm always sad after seeing something like that. Because again, it's like I think there is a difference, particularly with like the idea of like oh hey, this is something that somebody wants to be doing or something that's somebody is okay with doing. Like I think that's great, but it's like it's usually something that's like just a reality. And again, it always makes me sad, man. As like I think that's okay. It's like maybe that's the point of it sometimes, but it's like I don't know. It usually kind of it. Forgive my phrasing here, but it turns me off of like a lot of media sometimes when something like that pops up. I'm just like I don't want to see that, man. You know. So like I don't mind being sad, but it's like I usually try not to be sad. The other two boxes are blue. False. The other two boxes are empty. Maybe true, maybe false. The other two boxes are true. You can't be true, so therefore you have to be false. So, false, false. True. Haha. I've yet to mess up since I started a new playthrough. Hmm. Now you got a morning room, me, man. But yeah, I don't know. Honestly, it's like I don't know what to watch. Like should I watch the Last of Us TV show? Because like I was thinking it could be kind of an interesting thing where it's like I watch an episode of the show or like uh or, yeah, and then I like do a live stream or like a video discussing it. I feel like that could be fun. You want to hear an idea I've had for like forever? Because at one point I beat a run on Slay the Spire, and I was like, oh, you know, it would be fun if I watched Arcane, because a lot of people I've seen and heard tall tale of a lot of people talking about Arcane. Now it's like really good, and I'm like, I do want to check it out. I've watched like maybe the first 3 minutes of the first episode. And it's like it's not that it's like it's not bad at all. I'm like, oh, it's pretty interesting, but I don't know. I just haven't sat down and watched it. But it's like I want to watch an episode of Arcane and then like just talk about it over me winning Slay the Spire in the background. I just think that would be kind of funny. I don't want to do weight room. I don't necessarily want to do courtyard either. Rotunda it is. What do we got here? Oh, oh ho ho ho. I think you got a great haul, me. Wow, that's a great haul. There's a joke. There's a joke where you make a pun with Great Hall and a Great Hall, you know? Now that's one great haul, but not as great as my haul when I'm fishing. Am I right? I don't know. I don't know how to be relatable. Redraw me. Give me boudoir. Yes. It pays for itself. And then, guess what? Guess what? Merry Christmas. I figured that one all out on my own, which is something you won't hear me say whenever I unlock the safe in the office. What? I got tired of getting into the office and being like, I don't know how to unlock this safe. And then you look it up and it's like the dumbest reason ever. It's like I could have figured it out, but I wasn't thinking that way, you know? Oh yeah, the lockpick kit, man. That's awesome. Now, courtyard here, pretty good. Dang. Easy. Easy. Okay. You know, while I'm on the subject of talking about things I've seen that I didn't necessarily like, I, let me know how this TikTok rubs you. All right. So, I saw a TikTok the other day where it is a lady, and the song playing is I don't know the artist, but it's like you probably heard the song, but it's like that's why I'm easy like Sunday morning, or something like that. I don't know. I'm a terrible singer. Sorry for butchering that honestly beautiful song. But it's like that song in the background, and then the text of it is like me getting tested the moment a boy touches me because they are easy like Sunday morning. It's like, how does that hit you? Does that hit you in your funny bone, or it's are I don't know, because it's like I thought it was like really weird, because also the phrasing of it is strange too, right? Like the fact is that it's like it's like, because it's true, boys are easy like Sunday morning or something like that. It's just like, I don't know. I always found this idea of like one gender is into sex more than the other gender to be such like a weird concept, right? Because it's like it takes two to tango, don't it? It's like, now, I mean, we could get into men banging other men, but personally, I like to save that for my fantasies. Uh, but it's like, I don't know. It's like, I do think there is something to be said about that, but it's just like, I don't know. It feels weird. Like, I feel like if it was a guy saying the exact same thing, and I hate to do that. I hate to be a guy on the internet being like, oh, well, if a gal says it, everyone claps, but the second a guy says the same thing, oh, all of a sudden he's crazy. He's out of line. He's absurd. He's a joke. The Joker, baby. But yeah, it's like, I don't know. It's like, I would have been fine with it had it not been for like the particular phrasing and just like the, I don't know. It felt very, very like negative in a way. I don't know. And also it does kind of like freak me out a little bit, because like I definitely was reading like some people's like takes and comments in like in the comment section, and oh, is that what they call it, comments? I think you are gonna have to give me nursery. But music room is so great. Music room me. I want it. I need it. Ooh. The prism key. Well, yeah, now this is nice, because hopefully I can use that to kind of chain bedrooms. Oh, and if this is locked, I can use it here. Special key. Prism key. Oh, yeah, is it only a one-time use? That's something I didn't really think about. Spare green room. But yeah, I don't know. It reminds me of when I recently went to the doctor for the first time in like 2 years, and like they were like, "Hey, do you want to get tested for like these two STDs?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure, why not? I don't care." It it's like I think I already know the answer, considering that, you know, I don't do the S part at all. But hey, I rather know than not know. But that was like a weird thing, that it could be like, no, don't test me for that. It's like, why? I don't know. I feel like that's unethical. I'm sure there's a reasonable like explanation and like proper reason for it, but it just, I don't know. To me, it's just like, isn't that like messed up? to like have a transmittable a transmittable disease and then like not like tell folks about it, or like not even like allow yourself to be made aware of it. Oh yeah, I forgot about the microchip. Huh. Well, remind me to head on back to the beginning. Dark room, me. Then it shuts off, and then risk it, man. I'm feeling risky. Oh, lovely. But yeah, it's like I don't know, that is something I am like probably overly paranoid about, because it's like I don't know, when I used to work as a dishwasher, I was always like paranoid about like cleaning like dishes and stuff, particularly dishes that have been in people's mouths, where I'm just like I don't think I'm gonna get anything, but I really hope I don't get anything. I would be so pissed working this shitty job if I got like an STD, even though I've never had the S. Which you may say, oh, poor me, oh, woe is me. No, 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 no. You don't realize. I, I, I'm not doing it for the love of the game, out of respect. All right. See, me personally, I love women so much that I would never, never put them through that. Now, men, on the other hand, though, I don't really like men, so. Oh, man. Ah. Moon pendant is pretty cool. Master key can be fun. Chronograph, also fun. Silver spoon. Hey, give me a gosh dang moon pendant. Also, by the way, it I don't know if this is true, but it's like this is probably something I ought not to do, but I do it anyway. I don't know. I'd find like I don't know. I find gay jokes to be funny, particularly where the joke is that I'm implying I'm gay, but the joke is that I'm not. I find that to be really funny, and it's like I don't know if that makes me like. Does that make me like a problematic trait? Because it's like if I talk about how attracted I am to women, like that's not funny because that's just real. Like when I'm talking about like a woman, I was like I'm not gonna be like, yeah, dude, I love looking at women. That's my favorite activity, man. Dude, you ever look at the chest of a woman? Of a woman? Dude, their chests. They have this thing. It rhymes with chests. Bests? Well, it is the best, but it is close to that. Crests? I guess they do have a crest on their chest, but oh man, no running, says you. Look at me, look at me. I'm running. I'm running. You can't tell me what to do. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go kitchen here. But yeah, it's like I find it to be inherently funny to talk about how attractive men are because it's like men are hideous. Men are pretty gross, man. Full offense. Full offense, no disrespect. No disrespect intended, but full offense intended. uh, I can't afford anything. Why do I keep trying to buy things? Damn. Well, well. Let's get study. I almost never take study. What is even in here? Yeah, 44 letters in the message. Face an ace. Glove, loves, sting, sing, crowd, crow, groan, gown, snack, sack. Oh, wait, yeah, that does have something to do with the pictures because in the first grade class, and I think in some of the other higher grades too, it'll show you like two pictures, and it'll be like, oh, what's the difference? And like the main one I remember is like bat and bath, so it's like a one letter difference. So it's like, yeah, that's the same for all of these. You add an extra letter to it to change the word. Okay. Oh. I don't know if it's possible with so little time left, but I need to remember to ask Anne if we can commission new artwork for all the rooms of the house. We need them produced in sets of two, a pair for each room. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm thinking. I'm likely delusional to think this can be pulled off by Thursday. Interesting. Coat, cat, cold, old, sturdy, study, acre, face, ace, beard, bard. Hmm. What? Why are you gonna go cry? Let's see. Cliff, Vista, and coat. Hmm. Duffel? Coat? Hmm. Dang. I have no idea what this safe is gonna be. Hmm. Okay. Interesting. Alright. To the music room. Ah, you get the books. That's neat. Yeah, I gotta go West Wing Hall. Much as I would like to go for a veranda. Aw. Now, a little walk-in closet. That hits the spot. Yeah. much I would love to. Yeah, I gotta do hallway. Well, finally got nursery. Yeah, have I really only drafted... yeah, that's my second bedroom. Wow. Ooh, the room of drawing. Yes. Hey, look at that. Yeah, I was like, what do these do again? Do I have a chapel? I don't think I have a chapel. Hmm. Could get the queen, but I kind of want to get the armory. Ooh, could do the office. Eh, redraw me. The armory. Weapons and armor for sale. Is that real? Why would I need weapons and armor for sale? Once per day while drafting, you can equip Night Shield to ignore the negative effect of any one red room. Do you wish to purchase for $8? No, I don't have enough money. Huh, okay. So that's what that does. Interesting. Ooh. Could hit you with a little locker room. Yeah, I'm more for the lock of the room. Yeah, now I'm kind of curious if... Oh, you can't use the lock picking kit on the lockers? Lame. Lame, man. Could do the boiler room. Or weight room. Or I could redraw. Or could hit you with a bedroom, but I don't want to hit you with a bedroom. Do weight room. Nah, I don't have a key card. Yeah, hey, where are you, by the way, my friend? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4, 5. Music room. I gotta go back to the music room to unlock that. Hmm. Yes, there we go. Oh, free bananas, man. Alright, okay. Where am I going? What am I doing? Oh yeah, I'm going to the music room. Come on, you. Whoa, I'm rich. Nice. Well, that's pretty cool. Well, now, guess who's going to go visit the kitchen? This guy. I'll take just about everything you have on offer. Ah. Oh. You may use the axe in the room directory to permanently remove the gem cost from one room. Oh, it's for exactly the amount of money I have? That's crazy. Ooh. Can knock the locks off chests and trunks. Um, in the room directory. What's the room directory? Do I have that? I don't know what the room directory is. I'm going to look up Blueprint's room directory just so I know what it is. So, let's see. Hmm. Oh, okay. Yes. Buy this. So, yeah, this is the room directory. Okay. Hmm. I'm still missing some rooms. Well, honestly, of all the rooms that would be great to have for free, the rotunda is pretty good. But I'm thinking something like more common. Like what comes up commonly that is really good and that I always take? Drawing room. Okay, the only other thing would be like aquarium would be kind of a good one to axe. Okay, you hit L1 to do the axe. I don't know, part of me also wants to like, yeah, because it's like, for something like this, it costs 3, so it's like absurdly expensive to get that, but it's really good. Yeah, both of those are for free. You only cost one. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of thinking I should remove something that costs a lot of gems, you know? Huh? Yeah, how rare is the vault? It's rare. Hmm. Yeah, what about laboratory? Okay, laboratory is commonplace. Man, this is tough. Yeah, you only cost one though. Passageway is commonplace. It costs two. It would be like kinda nice. Yeah, I almost want to say passageway, man. So like it's either that or it's a rotunda or it's like laboratory or something like that. Or I could do trophy room where like trophy room is just like free gems. No, I'm not sure, man. I've only drafted it once, man. So it's like, yeah, drafted 42 times. Hmm. Rarity, rumored, fun. You know, yeah. I like passageway. Maybe I should have gone for something else, but you know what? I like it. Ah, damn. Hmm. I guess now I'm just gonna go look for a key. Man, aren't there supposed to be like a bunch of keys all over the gaff? Nope, nothing. Dude, where are the keys? On here. How many times have I drafted you? 8 times. Okay. I was like, man, I wonder how often I've drafted that, because it's like that's expensive and it costs a lot, and I also don't know. But yeah, I'm glad I went for passageway, because it might not be the most common sort of thing I get, but I do get it pretty frequently, and oftentimes, like, the reason why I'm not drafting it is because I don't have enough gems to afford it. Now that it's free, that's gonna be like way better for me. Yep. Okay. I mean, we can redraw. Yeah, why not? Plain lantern? Torch. Hmm. Oh, well, you've been useful earlier. Well, let's start going in. Kirk Darren is a pseudonym. Alright, if you say so. Aww. Well, I think that ends my run. Alright, just FYI, I wasn't talking that whole time because I was passively listening to a Northern Lion video. Well, more specifically, a Library Laterno video. Specifically, basically every Northern Lion Bizarre stream. It's a pretty good one. But I was like, I'm getting really tired. I don't feel like talking, so I'm just gonna be silent this whole time. And look at that. Look at what that got me. Doom, destruction, death, and sadness. Well, I'm quitting for today. Today's just been awful. It's been a crummy bunch of blueprints runs, but hey, that's alright. That's okay. I'll do better tomorrow, if I even play tomorrow. Who knows? I might play something else. Or maybe I'll quit video games forever and I'll go do something real, like pump oil or make guns, something that really makes an impact on the world. A good impact. Ooh, yeah. I think I'm gonna destroy the ozone layer tomorrow. Dude, it's so funny. Like, I don't know, it's so funny having your viewers up because it's like I saw someone tune in and then they immediately tuned out. What's wrong? You don't like my bits? You don't like me being a funny guy talking about pumping oil or making guns? I don't know, I can't tell. Either it's like you didn't know I was being sarcastic or you thought uh I was being sarcastic and you didn't like that. I don't know. I don't know what's worse. uh I don't know, but the worst thing for me right now is not getting some shut eye. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Hope you have a wonderful night, a beautiful day, or whatever it is you got going on. Hope it's cool and fun and stuff, as it should be. I don't know. I'm tired. I'm running out of brain power, brain juice. It's all leaking out onto the floor and onto my, you know, other body parts that aren't the brain. Anyway, peace out. See you next time.